the Republic of Football once again on your radio. The first Sunday of the year. The promises to be excellent. An amazing year this year is going to be. We're live on your TV, on Channel 1 TV. On radio 97.3 City FM. On YouTube at City Sports GHA. Grateful for this moment and to you for joining us. There's a lot to talk about. On this show, we describe every activity that's happening in Europe. We try to paint the picture clearer and get you in tune to love your club the more. There's fire on the mountain at Chelsea. Maybe I should say there's fire. There's fire at the bridge. It's fine. Is that better? You're welcome. Come down. You're welcome.
Thank you.
It's great. It's good to have you
here.
Yeah. Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Yeah, so Happy New Year.
Yeah, also Happy New Year to our listeners and those watching us on YouTube and also on TV. Happy New Year.
Fantastic. There are a number of games happening. We start from the English Premier League because it's Leeds playing 1-1 with Manchester United, and interestingly, Leeds, opened the goal scoring, and then it was Cunha who scored to bring the game to level. So they scored on the 62nd minute mark, and Cunha equalized on the 65th minute mark. Well, it's been excellent, a performance from both sides. Both sides attacking, making the game quite, entertaining at the Ellen Road. And for United, or at the in the happenings now, it's Lucas Perry in post for Leeds United. I'll run you through the stats as well. And Sebastian on the right in the back three system. Leeds have functioned. They functioned 3-5-2 formation. Xhaka and Pascal at the back. Then there's Justin Aronson who got the goal. Elia, Stash, Edmonds. Goodmont, Dominic Calvin-Lewin, and Noah Okafor. He's been subbed. He started the game for Leeds United. So that's a 3-5-2 formation, trying to dominate the middle of the park. But it's 1-1 as it stands. For United, they paraded Sin Lomans, Lenny Yoro, Aiden Heaven, Lissandro Martinez at the back in 3-4-2-1 formation. So in the middle, there's Diego Dalot on the right, Casemiro Ugarte, Luke Shaw, then Patrick Dogu, and Matthias Cunha, and Benjamin Šeško, starting for Manchester United. Statistically, United have had an XG of 1.43. They have also managed to have more possession in the game, 55-45 for Leeds United, and have hit 2 shots on target. Leeds have hit 3 shots on target. So that's the latest from that space. Now I'll leave the rest for the guys to delve into it and try to break it down the more. It's not only Komna who's in the studio. There's also Sedinam Edmond with me here in the studios, and he's been calm for a minute. It's not really a calm gentleman, like I want to put it, but he's been calm for a second. So that's it. So let me take the opportunity then to also run you through the next round of games that will be happening at 3 p.m. It's Everton up against Brentford. We'll talk about that as well. Fulham versus Liverpool. We'll have a bit on that. Tottenham Hotspur up against Sunderland. We'll do justice to that. Then the big game for today: Manchester City up against Chelsea. We'll talk about whatever that is that's transpired at Chelsea and the build-up and all. Sabea in La Liga playing against Levante. Levante leading by a goal to the Real Madrid versus Real Betis later at 3:15. At 5:30 is Deportivo Alaves up against Real Oviedo. Mallorca will be taking on Girona later at 5:30. And Real Sociedad up against Atletico Madrid at 8 p.m. In Italian Serie A, Lazio were defeated by Napoli, beating them by 2-0. That game had a bit of drama. We'll get to talk about it. Lazio received a red card in that game. And let me leave it at that. We'll get to talk more about that game. About the Italian Serie A and all of that. Fiorentina, Cremonese, 0-0. Hellas Verona, Torino will be happening later at 5 p.m. There's Inter versus Bologna as well. And in the French Ligue 1, Marseille 0, Nantes 1, Brest up against Auxerre will be happening at 4:15. There's Le Havre up against Angers as well, which will be happening. Lorient versus Metz will be happening. Paris Saint-Germain versus Paris FC will be happening at 7:45 for the Italian Serie A. Then we'll get to talk about the African Cup of Nations, the round of 16 of the African Cup of Nations as well. Morocco at 4 p.m. we're taking on Tanzania. And South Africa up against Cameroon. You're welcome. It's going to be an exciting show. This is 97.3 on your screens. We are also live on your TV, on Channel 1 TV, and across all our other social media platforms as well. So you are welcome. This is the Republic of Football. Let's get the show started, and I am Bernard Abeku. I want to know where you are doing the texting from and your name as well. You can WhatsApp us on 0539 986 996. 0539 986 996. 0539 986 996. Guys, you're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
I didn't want to say thank you again.
Oh, I wanted to say thank you. Thank you.
Now, Manchester United statistically seem to be, doing the right things in this game, with the exception of the goals, which should happen. The coach, prior to coming into this game, had complained of, learning to defend proper. I feel in their defensive, if you look at the number of shots on target against United, I see them defend well, in this particular game. But there's still a problem in front of goal, isn't it? Do you share same sentiment?
Yeah, with the defending for Manchester United, it's been very good from them so far. Luke Shaw able to draw back very well to defend, and that was very brilliant from him. He's really picked up a bit, this season, and that's very good from him. But the goal from Leeds United, I'll blame it on Hayden Heaven, because I felt like he wasn't.
Hayden could have
done better.
Why do you say so?
Because I felt like he wasn't running fast enough. Because it was so bad. So you could see after the goal, he was very down, and they had to just encourage him to just pick up and be able to do their best. So it's been a good half or second half from both sides. Leeds United are just trying to defend. They are just working on counter attacks and trying to break the United back line. But it's very difficult for Leeds United in this game, because United are preventing them from doing that, and that's very brilliant. Lisandro Martinez for Manchester United is also able to stop all those break line passes from Leeds United. That's very brilliant from him. He's one player that when he has a very good form, he's able to attack.
Wow. Oh, the keeper was just watching.
When he's able to, when he's in his game, he's able to play very well. He's able to defend very well, able to control the back line for Manchester United. So when he came back from injury for Manchester United, I was so happy for him because he's a very brilliant player, a very brilliant one also for Argentina. So he's really going to help both Argentina and Manchester United. From the also from Leeds United, as I said. You said?
From the Leeds United perspective, you want to talk. Okay.
I just feel like they are just doing their best to, as I said, to just play on counter-attacks, but it's not working. Manchester United are just...
What would you think is the direct opposite Leeds should do? Because you speak of them trying to build from somewhere and it's not working. What do you think should be the next alternative?
I just feel like they should be able to possess the ball very well, because it feels like Manchester United is able to attack them or able to press them very well when they get the ball like from their defense line able to the Manchester United half. United are able to press them very well, and that's something that is preventing them from getting some chances and other things. They are playing home, so the home support will be there, so they want to try their best to at least get some chances in the game, but United are just preventing them from doing that. But for United's side, I just feel like they have to be very clinical when it goes to the goal line of what's the name, Leeds United, because Šeško had a chance in the second half, and that was so bad from him because as a striker,
I think he's had 2 chances.
Yes, as a striker, there are some chances you need to bury. Look at what Cunha did. Cunha did a fantastic run, a good assist from Zexi. Cunha was able to just give a very good one, and it was a brilliant goal from him. So that's so good. So for Šeško, that's the same thing we want to see from him. The way Cunha is able to do those things, that's the same way we expect Šeško to do. But he is really struggling a bit, which is like sometimes you have to understand it, because one, this is a league that he's very new to, and he's coming from the German league. The high intensity in the German league is not the same thing. The high intensity, in the English Premier League, it's not the same thing in the Bundesliga. So he has to really, sometimes some of the players, they have to really get time before they'll be able to play very well. But as a striker, there are some chances you need to bury them in the net, and that's what I'm not getting from Šeško. So it's been a brilliant one. If the game ends in a draw, I'll not be surprised, because both sides are just trying their best to be able to pick up 1 point in this game.
United have done 81% in terms of pass accuracy, around in the game. I know you are a guy who loves stats as well. Do you think that it does not really matter in this game, because from what you've watched, you think the opening is there for Leeds to steal this one, especially looking at their records too at their home grounds coming into this fixture?
Well,
hold on a little for me.
Oh no! So he hit his body.
It hits his leg.
His leg, and it hit
his body.
Cunha's hand.
So what was the call?
No, corner kick. That was from the referee.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a corner kick.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a corner kick. Be a penalty.
No circumstance be a penalty. Yeah. It doesn't qualify.
But the ball went into his body before.
Yes.
Yeah, so he ricocheted off his leg and then hit his hand and then went out for a corner.
Okay. So that's the corner, you have it, and there's nobody attacking. So the ball is off the area, and we'll see.
I think Manchester United are living dangerously.
United have lived dangerously for a minute in this second half.
Yeah.
You asked me, but what's your thought on the game? I mean,
but I would say you asked the question about the passing accuracy. They having above 80% accuracy of passes in this game. I want to tell you something, and everybody listening something.
Okay.
I'm a lover of statistics.
I know.
You understand?
I know.
But some statistics can come.
You don't support. Right?
It's not I don't support. Can come up as a result of balls going sideways. Mm-hmm. Do you understand?
Yeah.
United are not making penetrative passes.
That's true.
If you are passing the ball from side to side to side to side, you will definitely have high passing accuracy.
You don't think the absence of certain players forces United to want to go through that side rather than going direct into the middle like you described, try to give that through ball to result in goal?
I don't disagree with that though. I totally agree with the fact that the absence of the likes of Ahmad made it very difficult for United to increase their directness.
And Mbomo, don't forget Mbomo.
Bruno too.
Yeah, Bruno. There's Bruno too as well.
Yeah.
Okay, you All three players.
It's not as if we are.
No. So you guys should have allowed me to land.
It's not as if.
Okay, I was on Ahmad. I was about to go to Imbuemo. Then I'll get to.
My microphone is off.
Fantastic. Now, so United have missed Ahmad, lack of directness, not going so direct. Imbuemo for his pressing ability, and also the man Fernandes for his instinctive passes. They've really missed that kind of play in the team, and it leaves them to go sideways, and hope and pray and try and get something up front. This is what I don't understand about Zexi. Ball is still in play. You are standing there, shorting your team and complaining to the referee. Like, what is...
And he gives a pass to the least player.
You get my point.
There's no point.
He makes it easy for him.
Define him or defend him or what?
No, you see, some of us really want to see Zexi succeed. Because
I'm not one of them. I see him as a rapper. I told you that earlier.
No. I don't see him as a rapper because he doesn't look like Ludacris. Neither does he look like
maybe he shaves and looks like Ludacris. You know, Ludacris also had that.
Yeah, he had a flow. But you see, Zexi, I don't think Zexi can bust some lines. I feel that a breed of his caliber is very rare, and having the opportunity to work with such and just make such work for a team would have been very, very fantastic, because he's one of those players that provide you with a couple of things that the likes of Shesko even don't provide you. But he's now lacking confidence, and in that sequence of play, he was just standing in front of the referee while play goes on around you in your final third. It's unacceptable. But then again, for United, the passing accuracy can be 100% if they move the ball from left to right. The most important thing here is the scoreline as it stands. It's 1-1. For me, this is the biggest derby in world football, aside the popularity. But for me, it's the biggest, but it has been eclipsed by the popularity of the El Clasico.
Which one?
The Leeds Manchester United derby is the biggest. Is the biggest. You understand? It's the biggest derby in football, but has been eclipsed by the marketability of the El Clasico.
Sadi again, and I look at commentaries on our. People have begun reacting to, on our shows, whatever you say, people react to it. Okay, so you say biggest
football derby, but has been eclipsed by the marketability of the El Clasico.
There are a lot of commentaries, but look, the number for you to send your messages through is 0539 986 996. 0539 986 996. Sorry about speeding that up, but I look at the table and United moved to 5th on the log. And would you describe it as the festive period have given United a fair taste of what competition is like going into the next campaign, as in 2026, 2027. I know it's early days to ask this question, but we can only assess it by festive fixture list and what have you. So it will surely end up in the next phase. Do you feel competition-wise, this club has felt it, enough?
I feel like for me, I even feel United has kind of done well in my bit, because when you look at Manchester United's squad and the players they are with, it's very difficult for you, because in this game, when you check Manchester United's bench, apart from Zexi, all of them are youngsters, and as you don't have any hope that this player that you are bringing in is going to perform very well, maybe to prove to be very good. But United getting in their last 3 games, they've drew 2 and won 1. That was against Newcastle, and they drew against Leeds United, and the previous game that was against Wolves. That was a game I felt like they should have won. But as something that they should just know how best they will be able to help them. But when you check the league table this season, most of the teams, apart from, should I say, Arsenal, the rest of the teams are not really performing very well.
Oh, I disagree slightly, because I look at City's numbers at the Etihad. Out of 8 games, they've done 7 wins, And I feel that's a lot. I feel City themselves didn't start well, but when you rate their performance now, has not been bad.
Okay, so then I agree with you.
You want to correct yourself?
So let me correct myself.
Good.
So maybe if I take out maybe Arsenal, Manchester City, and Aston Villa, the rest of the teams have not proved to be very good. This is like it's been on and off from them. You see some games that teams will need to win.
Villa has been. I think you have to take a point. The people have started attacking you on the YouTube channel.
That is, I said Villa.
I think you should be picking your points. So there's Villa. There's
Manchester City, and Arsenal.
And Arsenal.
Yeah.
And I think even below Villa. Okay, below Villa is City. So below City is
Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Yeah, and the point difference between City.
You want to save him?
Yeah, I want to save. So
the people already think you are doing an agenda today.
No. But what I said is very true.
The derby.
If you check, I urge them.
Fair. I get it. Fair.
We can get into the top 10 derbies in world football, and I'll explain why each and every one is where it is.
Don't mind. I think they have their opinion as well. So you save Kwabena from this derby.
I think Kwabena wants to say the traditional six. The traditional six clubs, because
performance, right?
Yeah, Sunderland has proven this season that they are one of the teams of the season.
Yeah,
despite where they lie.
Yeah.
Yes. So Sunderland have proven it, and everybody thought that Brentford would go down, but Brentford is holding on. Crystal Palace is also performing in and out. Fulham have been very flat, but are still around the conversation. So I want to save Kwabena a bit. He wants to say the big.
Let me go through a few messages, get the show lively, and we'll talk about. I want us to talk about the other games as well, but let's stay a while longer on the table and how events are panning out. For a second, but I do the messages and I come to that. So Josiah Aye says Tottenham Hotspurs win. Newcastle win, Manchester City win, Liverpool win, and he says Mali did what coach said on Friday. Benjamin Sesko makes me miss Prince Tego. That's old funny videos. Something like that. His name is Old Funny Videos. Sisters.
Jangbeshi.
You miss Prince Tego too?
Jangbeshi.
What does that mean?
That's the one you people have.
Dangulation.
That's corrupted to be Dangbelation. It's Jangbeshi. Just a me buff him.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. That's nice. Good to learn every day. Okay. Sweet Kwame, I see your message. Salute. South Africa will qualify today. Josiah says that. Ryan Brent says United don't have an excuse to not pick up the 3 points. But they just pick the points though. Rays. Ray. Okay, the name is Ray. So Race Brent comes in again and says, "Dear Congo, will score Algeria and win the AFCON." We'll be there. We'll talk about the AFCON too, So he comes back and says, "You're saying Tunisia would win slightly. Guess what? Mali won." Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. So Sweet Kwame says, "Said they like agenda too much." Agenda too much. Don't do this. We are in 2026. He adds. Okay, you want us to talk about the City game? We'll do that as well. Ray, Brent, and says Sesko all day inside, but you guys won't talk about him. Oh yeah. The one was talking about the guy with the hair. What's his name? Seski.
Yeah.
I think Sesko too.
No, you see.
Nimli. You're the same member.
No, you see.
It was Nimli who introduced the Sesko's exiting.
No,
and then all of a sudden, these guys, can't play football again.
Just a word on Sesko. Look, we have seen strikers come from the German league and be terrible.
Yeah.
We've seen attackers come and be good. Sesko at this point in time, after 20 games, is staring the barrel down the face as one of the players who is struggling to fit into the system, whilst the coach is also struggling to make the system suit him. So both of them are lost.
Oh my word.
When Sesko was signed, I remember some of the comments online. Oh, acrobatic Sesko. Oh, Kung Fu Sesko.
Yeah.
Japanese Winchon.
This is what you do there. The boys say you are on a mission.
No, that was what they were mentioning and saying about Shesko. They were saying all sort of acrobatics and hey, obetu, obey for right now, ground pass, ground tapping.
That's good. Yeah, his strength. The only thing he does better in football is to hold on, hold play. They give him the ball, he tries to, calm it down and observe somebody's run and lay apart.
Oh, that one, the Jexi does this.
You know what I'm saying? No, it's actually I'm talking about.
I'm talking about Shesko.
No, Shesko. Yeah,
I want to remember.
Shesko, yeah, he's a finished guy.
I just want to bring memories of 2025 when Manchester United lost at Grimsby. You should have watched that game and watched Shesko.
Fair. Can I read my message? Can I continue?
Lord have mercy.
Come now, don't worry. Why we the City fans know we are not at our standards, so it's okay. Don't mention it too much. Brent says Josiah comes in again and says, "Well, okay, same message." He says he thinks they are going to win. Martin Donu Kobla says, "I'm a City fan, but I still don't understand Semenyo coming to City." Wow, maybe we'll have to. Prince Tego, the acrobatic striker. That's it, Kwame. Kwame is having fun. Oh, okay. Is that? Hey, Kwame said there's no difference between Sheshko
and you.
Says no. I think I'm getting it. Says, please, we are talking about United Sheshko, not his former club. Kwame, I agree. That's from Brent. Brent, I agree. Okay, Kwame rather indicated there's no difference between Sheshko and Gyökeres. Is that true?
Pardon? No. Okay. So, on the face of the pink sheet, let me just pull the stat up quickly. Yeah, Sheshko I think has scored about just 2 or so goals in the EPL this season. I am just trying to pull that up quickly. So Sheshko this season has scored twice back to back, and
back to back.
Yeah,
Sheshko.
Yeah. He scored it. Yeah, he scored against Sunderland, and then he scored against Brentford. Correct.
Yeah, Brentford.
And aside that, the rest has left a lot to be desired.
Oh, but I'll pick Gyökeres over Sheshko.
That is where I was coming to. So I want to back it.
Okay, so Gyökeres.
Gyökeres has scored more than 2.
Okay.
My mind is not even about the goal scoring, but
no, but a striker's primary role in the game is to get goals.
Okay. Yeah. And apart from
that Gyökeres, is why Dilap was sent.
We'll come to the Chelsea today. There's a lot actually to talk about.
Dilap, we don't have to even talk about
in
it.
2 hours. Hold on. Felix from Nungwa says, "Good afternoon, Abeku. Why do you guys end the show early on Saturdays as compared to Sundays?" And it wasn't like that when the show started at the beginning of the season. Happy New Year to all. No, it's because we are on the festive break, so we have schedule for working. So the Shiny Brothers worked the other week, and we also in this week. So when we resume full programming, I say we'll get back into the 3 hour, the 2 to 5 we do. And when in some cases there are bigger games, then we follow the game to the end, especially games that start like 4:30 or 4. Good morning. Hey, who are you? Are you somewhere else or something? Good morning. All right, fine. Good afternoon. We respond here. This is Nana Kweku watching from Saskatchewan. Is it Saskatchewan? Okay, Saskatchewan. Hopefully Manchester City do us a favor and beat Chelsea today. Can watch Arsenal run away with the league, or maybe they can watch Arsenal run away with the league. He wants to say. Any more messages? 0539 986 996 0539 986 996. So we appreciate your message all the way from Saskatchewan. That's crazy. Let's talk a bit about Arsenal. And we shift back into today's game. So for yesterday, Aston Villa beat Nottingham Forest by 3-1. Brighton beat Burnley by 2-0. Wolves beat West West Ham United by 3-0, and Bournemouth lost to Arsenal by 3-2. Please, you can't call now. You cannot call. Just send a message. Okay, a WhatsApp message does the whole trick on 0539 986 996. I can see some. I hear some calling. This is not the time. Okay, thank you. So, as now it was Gabriel who, comes in, scores, and leaks a goal or so. But for Rice, he got a brace. As now, have they convinced you guys enough that we are in January, the first game of the month, and Arsenal is still dominating, staying consistent, and for fact are on top of this all-important, most competitive Premier League table, plus leading and opening the gap up onto about 6 points, and could make it a possible opening of 5. So Chelsea fetch a draw against Manchester City at the Etihad. Come now.
Do you know why I'm laughing?
No. Say it just laughing. I want to find out why.
So I'm laughing because about 2 to 3 seasons ago, when Arsenal placed second and City won the league, City won the league around March. Yeah. When they played against Arsenal, and City beat Arsenal at the Etihad Stadium. Hala scored that goal. I remember so. It was like 3-1 victory for City. Yeah. And it was that same circumstances that Arsenal were leading December, able to take care of things like what they are doing now. For Arsenal, the only maybe difference you compare that season.
We are playing 38 games. We left with 18.
The only difference that you compare that season to this season is because Arsenal has a squad depth this season. Okay. When you check Arsenal's bench, yesterday, when you check Arsenal's lineup, and you check Arsenal's bench, they had Eze on bench, Saka bench, Trossard bench. So they have this kind of team that previously, when you check Arsenal's bench, it's so difficult for you to even get someone to come from bench to be able to score a goal.
In the 4-3-3, in the front lines, they started with Gabriel Martinelli, Victor Gyökeres, Noni Madueke.
Thank you. So there was Trossard, Saka on bench. So they were all introduced in the second half. So that was so brilliant from Arsenal, because this time around, the squad depth is something that we need to really applaud them for that. But it's the coach that's still there. That's Arteta. So we just hope he has learned from those mistakes. Those mistakes he did previous seasons.
Don't you think you're being a little harsh on Arsenal because they let one of their midfield orchestras away in Thomas Partey, but Mikel seemed to have bridged that gap
with Zubimendi,
with Zubimendi and the other guys who play in the midfield, switch from a 4-2-3-1 formation directly into a 4-3-3, and still fetching result. And we don't even seem to see that gaping hole, if you want, in the setup.
Yeah, for that, that's very true, and that's brilliant from Arteta. He has been able to change formation and be able to do things so right at Arsenal, and that's brilliant. As a coach, you should have a plan B, and that is what he's doing, and very brilliant from him. That formation has even made the likes of Declan Rice was playing so well last season, but this season he has improved very well. It's like, should I say one of the best? I don't want to put best. He's one of the best midfielders even in the world right now, because he's
best CM.
Best CM, yes, I agree. Okay, best CM in the world. Okay, yes. Because Declan Rice is proving to be very good. He's able. There's a new thing that has added to his game. Now able to score goals, able to tackle very well, able to give accurate passes, and that's so brilliant from him. And for that, I have to applaud Arteta for doing that.
He's on the left wing, and I've seen him in a 4-2-3-1 where he serves as a double pivot.
A double pivot.
I've seen him in a 4 sort of number 8, 10ish. Position. I think he's versatile. What do you think?
He's versatile, and that's so brilliant from him, and very good from Declan Rice. Yesterday he was able to get a brace in that game, and it was very good, because last season Arsenal lost that game against Bournemouth. The way the mistake came in from Gabriel, you might think, Arsenal were going to just draw back to know how best, but quickly in the next 5 to 6 minutes they equalized, and that was so brilliant from them. And that was when they were able to get 3-1. When it was even 3-2, Arsenal were still able to defend very well, and that's so brilliant from them. Fantastic. They are able to control and make things so well. So it's been brilliant from Arsenal this season, and I just hope they don't draw back or step back around match, and
let's
City.
See what let's give them their flowers now. They are doing the right things.
For now, they are doing so well. Arteta is doing so well.
And all of that. So 0539 986 996 0539 986 996 on our WhatsApp console. What's your take on Arsenal before we run through the confirmed 11 for the Liverpool game? We're going to talk about the other games as well, Seri.
Well, for Arsenal,
I saw you smile when I spoke about the Thomas Partey situation.
Yeah, because you let go of one player and you are looking to possibly let 3 players step in at different times to play that particular role. That shows the important role Partey played at the club. Let's not deceive ourselves. Occasionally, you've got Christian Norgard, who is on the bench, who comes to play in that position. Very frequently, you've got the man Zubi Zub. I call him Zubi Zub. Zubi Zubi Zub. Where are you? I am here at Arsenal now.
Let me go to YouTube. You might have messages.
Zubi Mendy. You also get Zubi Mendy to come and play in there. And occasionally even get Mikel Merino dropping into that particular hole to play. That shows how important Thomas Partey's role for Arsenal had been in the past. But moving forward from the Thomas Partey role and they letting him go and down, they looking at things this way this season. I feel Arsenal's depth has been commendable. It's taken years for Arsenal to get to where they are. Arteta has been in charge of Arsenal for the past 6 years. We've just gone past 6 years. Yeah, we just have a little more days to it. And I feel this league, this season, is theirs to lose. Because all the games that let them down in other seasons, they have mastered the courage to surmount those games. One of the most difficult games that Arsenal has been playing in recent times is against Aston Villa. I remember when someone was very, very close to certain Arsenal folks got stuck at the stadium after they were beaten by Unai Emery some seasons back. He couldn't believe his eyes. It took him 30 minutes to gather himself and get out of the Emirates. So I think that they have grown. They've shown maturity.
Yeah.
They've shown that they can not only get goals from set pieces, they've also shown that despite they get goals from set pieces, they can actually also sort of defend against them well. That shows that they have literally grown in leaps and bounds. Now we want to see how their mental fortitude is. It's that part that they need.
Yeah, that's the part
for the next.
It is that which
games.
one City, that repeated number of trophies. I mean that was the right word to use. Consecutive, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, City gave City that opportunity. To win more. So if Arsenal are able to produce that magic, he also slots in well to paint the picture that look, this is a team that has arrived and all of that.
But quickly, before you come in,
because there's a lot, so I was just trying to power stuff.
Man City are coming. Arsenal need to show mental fortitude. Man City are coming. Arsenal have won. Arsenal at 8. No.
6 points.
Let me explain the 6 points to you. Arsenal have played 20 games. City have played 19.
City's game against
Chelsea.
Pack those buy and sell people somewhere. Pack them somewhere. Chelsea is buy and sell people. Pack them somewhere. Yeah, teams are playing football. Now, Arsenal have won 15. Arsenal have won. Arsenal have won. A team whose biggest achievement in 2025 was standing on the podium with Donald Trump.
You go to Arsenal.
I have a reason for not starting with the Manchester City or Chelsea.
Let him do Arsenal.
So please, let's stay in check. We have the AFCON to talk about.
Just one sentence on Arsenal.
Yes.
Arsenal have played 20. They have won 15. Yeah. Now City have played 19, have won 13. So should Arsenal fall just one weekend, then the conversation changes again. That's why I'm saying their mental fortitude needs to be right up there. And I'll say Arteta has been really brilliant at mixing and matching and then just trying to keep everybody happy. He needs to continue for the entirety of the season.
Hold on, I want to see what the Manchester United manager is talking about. Give me a second.
If you play so well during 90 minutes, you have a mistakes that can happen with Aiden or with Harry Maguire. That is really experienced. That things are going to happen. If you look at the game, we have chances to score the second one, to win the game, and nobody would be talking about the goal of Leeds.
With so many of your creative players missing for various reasons, how much did you need Matheus Cunha to deliver today?
Yeah, not just him. I think Josh played well the 20 minutes that he played. Ben connects really well the game today. I think Ugarte is playing better. Ugarte is showing that he has more to give, and I'm really pleased for Ugarte. So if these guys play well, we have always the chance to win the game.
You said that Xerxes did well when he came on. Does that show that he needs to stay at United?
It needs everyone needs to focus on United. This is one of the best clubs in the world. If you are here and focus on in a different club, something is wrong with you, but that's okay.
You said that you don't expect there to be any change to the squad this January in terms of ingoings and outgoings. Is there room for a conversation with the hierarchy for that to change?
Just focus on the game. Let's prepare with the players that we have. I expect to have some minutes of Bruno, Mason Mount, maybe. So we'll see. So we have more too with the quality that they have. So they are players ready to help us.
Bruno and Mason for the next game.
We'll see.
Thanks, Ruben.
Thank you.
That's the Manchester United manager, Ruben Amorim. I have a strange feeling. I'm not trying to take the Arsenal conversation off. I want us to finish on the Arsenal conversation. Were you done?
Oh yeah, I was.
Great.
I told you one sentence, and that was my sentence.
That's fine. Congratulations to the Gunners. I love what I'm seeing this season, and I know it's their season, like you indicate. To what? To lose. Fair point. Mr. Kwakofi, you'd have to forgive me, yeah? He understands. Edward Kwakofi is letting us see stuff live on TV and on YouTube as well. Do you feel this manager, there's been a meeting where he feels frustrated and wants to give up?
Who?
Amorim, yeah. From what he says, he's that guy. Some less than 12 months ago, he was like, I'm not changing my stance. It's not about the system. The system is there. We need players who can play the system. And they know that. The top hierarchy club know that. Everybody knows it. And we've spoken about it, and that's his manner. I mean, I'm trying to paint him. Now he comes before the media. They ask him the same question. The January transfer is open. Do you think it's prudent we talk about new arrivals and all of you? And he goes like, I want to see this guy play. I want to see that guy play. I can't wait to have them back. Do you think there's something cooking behind the scenes? I asked this question because of the Chelsea situation.
Yes, that's what I was about to go to. I feel like that's the same thing that is happening at Manchester United. Because maybe Amorim is of the view that when he checks his players right now, they are not a lot of, should I say in quote, a lot of quality players. Because when you check his bench today, you can't, apart from Zexi that will come into and give the assist, there's no other player on bench that he can do something. So I'm sure he has listed some kind of players or players that he wants, but management are not willing to do that. But when he checks things, he sees that when those players don't come, he's really going to struggle. And as a coach, if he's not able to get the materials that he wants, and he's not performing very well, the same fans who doesn't care about whether this player is there or not, the same fans will just be on you and just tell you that you, the coach, you are not performing very well. So I just feel like the same thing might happen, because now I've noticed that when managers see that their hierarchy or their managers or the club owners doesn't want to mind them when they talk about transfers or this, they mostly just try their best to just ignore them. And maybe if they have to resign, they resign without any compensation package. Then they do that, like what Maresca did. Maresca requested for defenders. No one mind him, and he felt like no one is.
He requested for one defender.
Okay,
don't say defenders.
Fair. I know the Chelsea discussions get you a little. What's the word? Is it agitated or something? Is that the word? But for the United example you cite, yeah, on the bench it looks funny. There's Aite Bayandir, the United
best assistant goalkeeper.
Fair. Tara Malasia.
Malasia should have won comeback award of the year.
Tyler Fredrickson, Jake Fletcher, the son of
Darren Fletcher.
They
are twins.
No, Tyler is there. Jake is there. So the twins. And they went 38 and 39.
Ah, Charlie.
Just number. So, you know, Lassito is there. Lacey, or what we want to call him. Bendito Mantato is also there. Then there is Godwin Kukonki. These guys look like
I'm not saying anything.
Fair point. Let's get into other discussions. We're getting into trouble. 0539986996. Well, Liverpool will be playing against Fulham at 3 p.m. People have the view that it's going to be super difficult at the Craven Cottage.
Yeah,
he
Fulham.
He claims.
Yeah, Fulham.
What you wearing today?
Juventus.
Yeah.
Is
Is it Juventus that have that player Jonathan something?
Davids. Yesterday, what he did there.
Calm down.
Calm
Calm down.
Believe him.
Jonah.
Calm down.
Fair point.
You see, there's a reason why Yildiz is the best player at Juventus this season, and not that expensive signing of the summer, Jonathan Davids, who I had clamored for to join an EPL team, because far back to when Mbappe was in the League 1 and getting the golden boot, guess who was coming second each and every time? Jonah. I bet Jonah was constantly scoring.
You know what I mean?
And I was here clamoring for him to leave Lille and join the likes of Donkomi FC, aka Chelsea.
We'll come to that. You've had reactions on
He should
YouTube.
go and join other people in the EPL. Not knowing he wanted to finish his contract and go and join the old ladies and do what he's doing. I'm very disappointed.
You're not confusing me to get into the Italian Serie. I want to talk about Liverpool. Kekes and McAllister, Gakpo all start over Robertson, Frimpong and Ekitike. Who's put a muscle? So for Liverpool, there have been changes. Alisson is imposed. Conor Bradley on the right hand side in defense. Konate, Van Dijk in the middle. Then there's Milos Kekes on the left hand side. In a 4-2-3-1 formation, Curtis Jones and Ryan Gravenberch in the middle. And there's Dominic Szoboszlai, Alexis McAllister, and Florian Wirtz on the other side. There's Cody Gakpo, who is also starting leading the attack. Ben Leno, the former Arsenal goalkeeper, is in post for Fulham. 3-4-2-1 formation. Issa Diop in the setup as well. Joachim Anderson and George Cuenca in defense. Castine, Sasa Lukic, Tom, and Robinson in the middle four. There's Harry Wilson and Emil Smith-Rowe, a player I've loved so much, on his return, or if you want, his move to Fulham after playing his streets at Emirates for a minute. Raul Jimenez leads the attack in, as I indicated earlier, 3-4-3, so an expanded 3-4-2-1 formation. Liverpool, is that Liverpool has the Chelsea problem saved Liverpool?
Oh no, you see, that is why I said you see, that is why I said he saved me about the top 6 teams.
Yeah.
Not performing very well.
Yeah.
And Liverpool is one team, because Liverpool are proving to be very bad this season. When you check Liverpool's front line, that is
how do you describe a team as bad in a campaign?
But if you go and buy players close to $500 million,
Thank you.
Another one has spent a little over $1 billion, you people are playing your own Countess ball games. You are not bad.
don't know. I'm just asking questions.
You are not bad.
I'm here for the people. Look, there are a number of questions on our YouTube.
No,
chat.
that's what I'm also at. You are not bad.
I don't know. I'm just finding out.
You have spent close to $500 million bringing in all sorts of players. And then another person has spent 200 million on buying a center. No, 250 million on buying people for the middle. Some of who are closer to the physio stable than the game. And these two teams are nowhere punching for the trophy. They are trying to struggle for who will get into Europe, and they are not bad. Wow.
But can you check if Ugo Ekitike is injured or?
Yeah, that's what I told you. I told you he pulled a muscle.
A muscle.
So I said, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So he's out.
Hey. No, because the reason why I'm asking that because now Liverpool are really in some kind of crisis that their attacking line is so bad that it's very difficult for them to get a very perfect one. We saw the game against Leeds United last Thursday. They weren't able to even get the ball and even control the ball very well.
Let's listen to Daniel Fark. Let's listen to Daniel.
Conditions. This moment of the season is unbelievable tough in terms of energy, in terms of rotation and all that stuff. Unfortunately for us, with the absence the other two players last week, Kenny Tete and Josh King, plus all the others, is very tough for us to rotate. We wanted to rotate probably more to give more energy with more fresh players. We decided to change 3.
So that's Marco Silva. Daniel Farka drew in Manchester United. I mean, reading stuff. His name, just in my mind. Let's listen to Liverpool manager Arne Slot.
He had to play more minutes than he did before, and sometimes overloading a player, playing him more than he's used to, can lead to a risk of an injury. And now he's picked up a hamstring injury, which we expect not to be very bad, but it was not possible for him to play today.
So that's Liverpool's manager Arne Slot as well, describing why Igor Ekitike is not in the setup. Earlier on, it was Marco Silva of Fulham. What was Governor, you were saying something?
Yeah. So when you check Liverpool's lineup, it's shocking to me because
why?
Arne Slot, I just want to know, what has Federico Chiesa done to you? Because this is a chance that fine, Ekitike is not getting some. He's injured. So getting a player to come in, Chiesa could have done that job for you.
Maybe he just doesn't like his play. Sometimes he's not just.
Oh no, but
yeah, you can get him results, but your play, the BM. So
we are told kickoff is delayed by 15 minutes in the Fulham Liverpool game.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll get you the reasons behind
that.
So you have it.
Let me just.
So it's so surprising from Liverpool how they've lined up and Slot trying to not start Chiesa in this game. That is why I feel like Liverpool needs to do their best, because even if you check Liverpool's lineup, I feel like they still need to do their best to get Semenyo. If they have to do
Liverpool. Semenyo to
yes.
Liverpool.
If they have to do any late bid for Semenyo, they have to do it.
Because it's gone.
Because the front line, the players just playing behind Gakpo, Florian Wirtz, McAllister, Soboslai. And Soboslai is one player that is kind of very slow. He's good, able to defend and playing as a number 8. But playing him on the wings is very difficult. We even saw it when he was playing as a number 2 or a right back, which he was struggling a lot. But this time around, playing as a winger is going to be very difficult. And now, McAllister playing as a number 10. That is something that I want to see how best he'll be able to play, because it's very difficult for Liverpool right now. Because when you check their lineup, it's difficult for you to pinpoint which player will be able to get the goals for Liverpool, unless maybe they have to do crosses that Gakpo will be able to head, or when they get some set pieces that Van Dijk will be able to head, or Konate. Because apart from that, I don't think Liverpool will be able to just move the ball very well to be able to score a goal, because the Fulham players will be very stubborn. The likes of Robinson, Harry Wilson, Emil Smith-Rowe, Raul Jimenez, very good. So it's going to be a very difficult game for Liverpool, because what they played against Leeds United, it wasn't impressive. So if this is the same thing they are going to do against Fulham, Fulham will really punish them a lot. They really need to back up. That is Arne Slot too.
Great, interesting. You have the reasons for the delay.
So the reason is there is a medical emergency at the ground, and that has held everybody back for 15 minutes. Additional information indicates that all the substitutes and the rest of the team or the benches are in the dressing room. However, Liverpool is actually on the pitch, just trying to keep themselves warm. All the players aside Kekes is also Kekes is the only one not wearing their
jersey.
No, he's wearing the jersey. He's wearing full-fledged kits without their overcoat or their fashionable gear that they normally come into the game with. So that's the latest from the Craven Cottage.
But the game starts at 3 p.m., right?
Yeah.
Players are on the pitch.
No, so
they say
medical emergency in the crowd. Maybe we know when they normally say medical emergency, they are trying to really polish some stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So Craven Cottage, we take everything
because if
very
there's
seriously.
a game at the Robert Mensah Sports Stadium, I come and tell you that there's medical emergency, so the players are in there and they are not coming out. You said you would not forgive me.
No. But in this case, the weather is very cold. So they need to keep warm, so that their muscles are at optimum cooking when they come onto the pitch.
What do you have in terms of stats, or per what you've read in relating to this game, Liverpool Fulham?
So Liverpool Fulham in recent times has been a fantastic game to watch all the time.
But let me tell listeners that that's not the only game happening as it stands, though. Yeah. I read the fixture list out, so there's Crystal Palace and Newcastle United also playing. But let's talk a little more about Liverpool. So
with Liverpool Fulham, this is one game that normally produces a lot of goals. Both sides are constantly scoring. In the last game, last season that they played, Fulham got the better of, or the last time in this encounter, Fulham got the better of Liverpool by 3-2. Occasionally we see red cards in this game as well. But one thing is to note that despite the fact Fulham lie 12 on the table, they are just 3 points away from Chelsea.
What does that mean?
No, I'm just trying to let Chelsea people know how dire their situation is, and Fulham fans should also know. No, let me just finish my sentence.
You see, Chelsea. We've got gone into the Chelsea discussion too. So you're even making Mr. Kwakofi laugh. Like, no.
But hear me out. Chelsea has 30 points. Sunderland has. Did I say Sunderland? Sorry, Fulham has 27 points. Fulham and Chelsea are in the same vicinity. It's a derby. So just like in the past, Arsenal used to rejoice because they placed above Spurs as the goal in their season, or they play the entire season. They just want to place above Spurs. Same thing applies to Fulham this season. Fulham want to place above Chelsea. So if they are 3 points away from them and they are meeting a very familiar opponent that they enjoy playing, it just means that there is a lot to this game than normally it would be. But then again, directly to the game, the lineups show that Fulham really want to cause some damage to Liverpool. Emile Smith-Rowe might be the flashiest of name in that particular attacking third for Fulham, but please watch out for Harry Wilson, because if anything really hurtful would come from this Fulham attack, it will be from the man Harry Wilson. And I want to see how Liverpool's defense will be able to deal with him when he wants to and starts making those runs behind them, because he's quite quick, he's agile, and he really knows how to finish off a chance.
There's Spurs, Sunderland 0-0, Everton, Brentford as well 0-0. And we're waiting for 3:15 to update you on what we're picking from the Fulham Liverpool game. And meanwhile, Wisa nearly scored for Newcastle United, but for the goalkeeper, the Palace goalkeeper, Palace has been in some how do I better put it, constructive form, if you want to put it this past few games. So I feel it's fair also. We go for a break. We'll return back in studio. I'll read your messages. We'll get into the rest of the games, whatever that happenings are. I'll give you the lineups, and we'll get into it. Then we'll get to talk about AFCON, and we'll get the show moving. This is 97.3 City FM. he tries to paint the argument you put raise here in studio with Ben Zegzi, Benjamin Sesko, and Victor Gyökeres, and their contribution. And he raised the fact he agrees Sesko should have scored from that Luke Shaw pass.
Yeah.
He agrees. But he believes the Premier League is super difficult. So for a player who didn't have pre-season activities, it's always going to be difficult. And he cites a perfect example in Isak. Even though Isak has played this league before, not having that all-important pre-season with Liverpool seemed to have jeopardized his movement a little. But I'll come back to you guys for us to talk a little more. The Liverpool game is starting now, about to start, I should say. But the players are already on the field. Although it's 3:10, we'll get to explain more. Said he's looking that out. Slimsy says, we the Aston Villa fans know this is our year, and we hope that tonight Chelsea gets a draw, so the race will be between us and the bottling agency.
Hey. I didn't say that too.
Fine, it's Slimsy who's saying it.
Bottling agency. Wow.
Yeah. Hello and good afternoon. My name is Enoch from Takrady. Thank you guys for this afternoon's sports show. And to add to Arsenal's praises by just saying we, the supporters of this club from other leagues, are in support. Okay, so we, the supporters from the other leagues, are in support of Arsenal. If they don't win the league, okay, I think he used a certain sensitive word. I say you'll be surprised. I think what he wanted to say with this squad that Arsenal currently possess. 0539986996 is your WhatsApp line. So the superstar 2 is in his corner, shining brother one.
Yeah,
he's in his corner somewhere, and he's sending me videos whilst we are on radio.
Maybe today is not shiny. He has applied powder.
I feel him. Whoever he is, he's following us and all of that. So, yeah, he's sending me. He says, "I don't watch you guys. Hey, we don't watch you." Yeah. that's Gabby affair, Now the shining brother one has come to stay. The last time he tells me somebody screamed, shining brother one. He was like, but why are you calling me shining brother? I'm like, have you forgotten you are shining brother one? Yeah, why do you, So all of that in the mix, guys. That's just by the way, but. Liverpool back on the pitch. We'll get to talk about them, but I'll run you through quickly the games and what's been happening when we went for the break. Then we will delve into other stuff. We'll get to talk about Chelsea, Manchester City, which is on the heart of many. Newcastle 0, Crystal Palace 0, Tottenham Hotspur 0, Sunderland 0. For Newcastle United, in post is Nick Pope, Lewis Miley. In the right hand side of defense is Malik and Fabian Shah. In defense, Lewis Hall in defense as well. In the back four, in the 4-3-3 formation, there's Sandro Tonali, Bruno Guimaraes and Joe Linton. Then Jacob Murphy, Jon Risa and Anthony Gordon leading the attack. Dean Henderson is in post for Crystal Palace. Dean Henderson is a former Manchester United goalkeeper. Jefferson Lemar, Maxence Lacroix, and McGay in defense. Nathaniel is in the midfield together with Watson, Will Hughes, and Mitchell. Then there is Pino and Brendan Johnson with Jean-Philippe Mateta up front for Crystal Palace. 0539986996, your WhatsApp line. 0539986996. For Tottenham Hotspurs, let's see if our Ghanaian brother had the opportunity. Vicario imposed my favorite player, Poro, in defense on the right. We have Romero, Van de Ven, and Ben Davis in defense. Ashley Gray and Rodrigo Bentancur in defense. In a double pivot role, and there's Tel. Mo Kudus today plays as a number 10, and there's Odobe and Richarlison up front for Spurs. For Sunderland, there's Robin in post, Ham, Nordi, Omar, Dennis in defense, Shaka, Gatruida in a double pivot role, Adingra, Enzo, and Maenda with Brian Brobe up front. The Brian Brobe guy, they say he's a Ghanaian, right?
Yeah.
You are saying,
have you seen a Brobe?
The Fulham Liverpool game has started. Sorry.
Have you seen a Brobe who comes from Netherlands before? Have you seen a Gakpo?
You see, when people is saying something,
Ober
I won't challenge it.
Gakpo. You see, he's coming from
Frimpong. I'm not challenging it.
Frimpong.
Well, Manchester City, Chelsea will be happening later. We'll get to talk about Chelsea and Manchester City shortly. In La Liga, the games have not started as well. So Levante finished the game by beating Sevilla by 3-0. The game between Fiorentino and Cremonese is also still ongoing. 50 minutes 0-0 in Italian Serie A. And Nantes still leading Marseille by 1-0 at 50th minutes in the French Ligue 1. Games which are currently happening. Let's talk about the Manchester City Chelsea game. Here, I want guys to be factual. Don't be emotional. The guys on YouTube, as if you're a Chelsea fan, I see guys already sign. But that's fine. So I want you to be factual. Put the emotions aside. Let's help this football club. Guys, a lot
are they helping themselves that we should help them? No. He said let's help the football club, but they are not helping themselves.
Otumfor cases. What's the unnecessary reference to Chelsea when the topic isn't related to Chelsea?
No, I was drawing. You see, listen, where is Chelsea on
Sid
the
Kwame says no emotional analysis. Yeah, but no emotional analysis today. Where should I begin from? Komna.
Why is Kwabena pointing?
No problem. I love the way things are sounding out.
No problem.
I love it.
Start with Sedi for me.
They said what? I was intentionally bringing Chelsea into it. Now you come to ask me a question pertaining to Chelsea.
Yes, please.
This will be fun.
Let me read Christian's message. Christian Kakari says, "Hi guys, how can a club known for winning trophies changes drastically to a business club buying average players, hoping they excel, and then sell them, go for average players again, and then sell them? This is an insult to the Chelsea fans." He includes himself. Mr. Todd should quickly, with immediate effect, leave our club for us and focus on his business. We are tired of... I love said this mannerisms. Your microphone is on. We are tired of his business ideas, sinking the club day by day. Chelsea is not a club for business people. He adds.
Go.
You see,
Newcastle.
Yeah,
Emmanuel here, my technical guy, helping me with the message. He's celebrating Newcastle's goal.
Yeah.
Guys, Newcastle United up by a goal against Crystal Palace. It's 18 minutes into the game, and who scored? Is it Wissa?
Gordon.
Anthony scored.
But Wissa give the assist.
The assist. That's fantastic.
Change of hairstyle.
Got
him. Yeah.
Let me pick the last message. Then I'll come back to you guys. Good afternoon, guys. These Chelsea owners are not serious. Maresca is managing James's injury, Palmer's injury, Fofana's injury, no Levi Cowell, and you expect the coach to perform magic? These are arguably his best players. The manager requested for an experienced defender and proper striker, and you brought him Dilap. The squad is young, and you can't play Champions League and EPL with the same players. We love Maresca, and we wish him all the best wherever he goes. Galolo Sabashi inside Amasaman says, "Hello guys, Chelsea FC, you are so bad.
Hey.
They had to change the stadium's Wi-Fi password to hope you do better next season."
Ouch.
Yes. That's the end. That's the end of the message. Is that the end of the message? Okay, great. 0539 986 996. 0539 986 996. I brought this in because that's the cry of our Chelsea fans. So, Kobina, pause a little. Drink some water.
I've relaxed, crap.
That's fantastic.
I'm relaxed.
Discussions like that, I want to have Mr. Krakowi also in the studio. Because it's Mr. Krakowi who gives me hope. You know, he gives me hope that this Chelsea thing is the real thing, like the real deal.
The project.
You know, yeah.
The project.
I think the goal has been chopped off.
It's been chopped off.
The Newcastle
Offside.
goal for offside.
They said Wessa was offside.
Okay, so VAR.
Which part of his
ruled that.
body?
His body, watch it.
Oh, his
That's
hand.
the part of it.
What were you about to see?
No, it's not only his hand.
This is what Arsene Wenger is speaking of.
You see, it's not only his hand.
Wenger is
difficult.
calling for Wenger, a former Arsenal coach who's now with FIFA, is calling for the full body to cross the line before it can be judged or judged.
For that one too, I don't agree with it.
Do you know why I don't agree with that?
Right.
Like Nicolas Jackson.
Watch a
Just go
100-meter dash.
Yes.
The moment.
This
No.
football.
You're just trying to make everything as equal as possible, so that people's talent and people's hard work would make them stand up above others. So in bringing that equality, we all need to have the same starting line.
Okay.
That's why I personally don't agree with it. 100-meter dash, we are all running. We've got different abilities, but we've all got to start at the same time and just leave the blocks at the same time. Any other thing is disqualification, hence it's an offside.
What's happening at Chelsea?
So let me explain something to Chelsea fans.
You think they are too smart?
Chelsea fans.
No. Chelsea as a club.
Chelsea as a club. Oh yeah. Let me explain. When the Russia-Ukraine war started.
I like where you're going. Cook it.
So when the Russia-Ukraine war started, the former owner of Chelsea, Roman Abramovich, has close ties with the current president of Russia.
Okay.
He owned Chelsea, and hence, as part of sanctions, being meted out to the leader of Russia and his cronies or allies, they had to sell off Chelsea.
Maybe let's make it sweeter. Maybe entourage, fine.
Okay, his entourage, his close pals.
Good.
Yeah.
You make it cronies, and it sounds like
it's okay. He's close pals. Thank you for the
cartel sort of.
Hey, Charlie, you have gone foul.
I beg you. I beg you.
But then again, the Chelsea team at that time had just won the Champions League. They had Thomas Tuchel as their coach.
Yeah, the current England boss.
Yeah, and Chelsea at that point, their accounts were frozen. There was this famous presser by Thomas Tuchel, Tommy Tuch, where he said that's where he got the name Tommy Titi from.
Yeah.
He said he was going to use his own money to fuel a bus and drive the Chelsea team to their Champions League destination.
We have been doing this at the Busia Draft too, using the coach sponsor stuff. Like that.
Okay.
So it's a standard practice.
Standard practice. Now,
yeah,
Chelsea was up for sale, and eventually the British government sold Chelsea to this group. Now, the funds that were that got accrued from the Chelsea sale is still frozen, by the way. Let us also understand.
And the Roman
is still frozen. That's, I think, 2 billion, a little over 2 billion pounds sterling is still frozen. Now, Bedard Egbali,
and I like how, Kwakofi puts it on our YouTube. So guys watching on YouTube and on TV, he says, what on earth is happening? No, what on earth is going on at Chelsea?
Yeah. So to know what is going on, we need to
then we are
just a step back.
And then we are see what Chelsea. Yes, please, so go ahead.
Wonderful. So when the British government auctioned or sold Chelsea or oversaw the sale of Chelsea and transfer of Chelsea assets from Chelsea, from Roman Abramovich to Bedard Egbali and his Blue Coal Group. Remember the name I'm mentioning, Bedard Egbali. I'm not mentioning Todd Bowley. Why? Because Bedard Egbali and his Clear Lake Capital own over 60%.
That looks like a majority shareholding
of the entire Chelsea Blue Coal company. Todd Bowley owns about 12.8% shares in it.
That limits your say, though, you ask me.
Exactly. Now, after they came in, they decided to make Todd Bowley their face. Why? Because Todd Bowley has other investments in sports. Todd Bowley has a stake in the LA Lakers. Yeah, LeBron James Lakers. He has a stake in it.
That's huge.
He also has a stake in LA Dodgers, who are the World Series champions 2 seasons in a row. They've got the best batter and pitcher in MLB history. No one has ever seen a player like that. He even doesn't speak English.
That's a handwriting of Todd Bowley.
That is where Todd Bowley gets his sporting experience from. Now, he came, joined this consortium. They purchased Chelsea. And Bedard Egbali and his guys are what we would call they are investment bankers, or they are people who are in charge of, I'm just looking for the exact word. So they have people's money that they invest and take a portion for themselves. They've got management fees, and those are technical things I'll not get into. So the main purpose of Clear Lake purchasing Chelsea, quote me everywhere, is solely for profit. Was, is, and will forever be solely for profit.
You blame the UK government?
No, I don't blame them, because they were looking. Chelsea were in a dire situation. Chelsea were, if it had continued, Chelsea would have gone into oblivion. Chelsea FC, as we know it today, would not have existed if the sale was not put together for whoever brought the best thing on board.
Okay.
And when you are purchasing something, you can go and see all the sweet things, but Agronifem.
True.
Now they bought the club.
And then, for the last time one of my guys wanted to run an election around the Techiman area, he used Agronifem, and indeed he lost.
Yeah, we know. Yeah. Shout outs to him though.
Yeah. Kojo Entry, shout out to Kojo Entry.
Yeah, we'll leave the name at Kojo Entry.
Yeah. I mean, that's the name proper, Kojo Entry.
Don't worry.
Fair. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's stay on the subject.
Let's stay there.
Now, so this Clear Lake Capital Group have always wanted to make profit. Now, what did they see as making profit? They saw purchasing high valued assets for future sale as a way of making profit and dividend for their investors.
Break that down a little.
Now, so high value assets in this case means players who have a high ceiling, and are young enough to be groomed and then further on sale, and then proceeds from that goes back to the Blue Coal, and then it's distributed.
Can we cite Liam Delap as an example?
Oh, not only Liam Delap. I'll start mentioning names.
Fantastic. Let's go on.
Now they come in, and then Todd Bowley gets nominated as the face for a couple of years. Now he's trying to acclimatize to a new environment. He goes on having dinners in Barcelona and carrying documents about doing all the shenanigans. And he actually also gets overpriced in the market. He gets overpriced for the sale of Moise Caicedo. He gets overpriced for the sale of Enzo Fernandez. And then he even gets overpriced for the sale of Cucurella. No problem. They start gathering the squad. Now, they notice that the fans are clamoring for a trophy. I want Chelsea fans to be truthful to themselves. What led to the sacking of Tommy Tuchel, aka Thomas Tuchel?
Totality.
Yeah. He said what? He had a falling out with the ownership.
True.
Every coach who has come after him has some way somehow had a falling out with the hierarchy.
Except Graham Potter.
No, so Graham Potter was one person. He was doing their bidding. That's where I'm coming to.
Yeah.
He was the only person doing their bidding.
Yes.
So all they ever want is someone who would do their bidding.
Yeah.
There are sometimes they don't want to play certain players because they believe that keeping the player off the pitch would not help him encounter any injury, so that when they want to sell him, they will sell him boko.
And which matters that? Keeping the player on the pitch will of course increase the player's value.
No, but the player has shown that he can play.
Okay.
The player has shown that the quality is there. He has exhibited it. So now let's just manage his minutes whilst we also introduce other players, so that when he's gone, the other players take over. Now they also got to know quickly that purchasing players from other clubs would just end up enriching other clubs. So they wanted to build a club model, owning other clubs. I want listeners to note that the City group and the way City and the mindset City have of owning a myriad of clubs is totally different,
guys,
from what
he's talking about. Manchester City.
Yeah, Manchester City.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for the correction. It's
not a question. I just needed to.
Totally different from what Blueco seek to do with their multi-club ownership. So their multi-club ownership. Sorry,
I just don't want to disturb your thought of flow, but I have questions though.
Okay. Their multi-club ownership is literally to have a place to nest their own players and then sell within the group till the player gets to the pinnacle, which is Chelsea.
This will be a goal. This will be a goal for Fulham.
And then leaves the entire franchise.
I feel we should wait for confirmation. So Fulham just got to go. Sorry. I love the argument you built. Now I'll let you proceed. I realized that the guys have stopped typing on YouTube because they are listening. Yeah, they are listening very well to the happenings. It's disallowed. Let's move on. The goal is disallowed. Fulham 0, Liverpool 0.
Yeah, that's the next gem we are about to sell from the club.
Go back to the Blueco stuff.
Let's continue with Blueco. So they saw that the best thing to do for them and make more money is creating a system where they are constantly selling players within their own ecosystem that they have created.
Is that what Manchester City is doing?
No.
Okay.
Manchester City and the whole Etihad group, why they own a lot of clubs is totally different from this. Ask yourself, how many players do they rotate among their own Etihad group?
No,
it's a goal. Harry Wilson. It's a goal.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I knew it was a goal.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
You
remember Kobna?
No, it is Prophet Sedi.
Prophet.
I mentioned his name.
Sorry, then today I'm not fighting you guys.
Thank you.
Let me put this there. 5 point. Let's go. So City. Tell me, how many players have City transferred inside their group or bought and sold in their group? Let's mention Savinho, who came in from Girona, which is obviously owned by the Etihad group. Aside him, who? But for Chelsea, in recent times, we can even see them sending players to loan at some particular clubs. Chelsea and loaning out talent, I feel, is something that's been there. If you don't perform, they would take you to.
No, it's been there. They have the loan army, but now the loan army that is actually considered prospect only goes to their second team.
Yeah,
that is their second team. That's Strasbourg. Now, in recent times, they have been looking for a manager who will do their bidding. Maresca requested for a defender after Cowell got injured very early in the season. He did not get a defender. What was he saying? What was his stance in the pressers after that? He constantly maintained that we would manage and see what we can do. We would manage and see what we can do. For a club to have spent over $1 billion.
Sorry for cutting, but even that instances, they even told Maresca that they had 2 players. That's Sarr, Mamadou Sarr, and the player who Chelsea loaned to Borussia Dortmund. I've forgotten his name, the youngster.
Is it Ansimiliano?
Yeah, yes. So they told him that those two players are there, so at least they can do what Cole was doing at Chelsea.
Now, quickly. So far, again, once you're a coach, you don't do according to their bidding. You fall out with them, and then you're sacked.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask Chelsea
It happened
fans.
to Mauricio Pochettino.
Not only Pochettino.
Yeah. To Thomas too, it happened.
Tommy took. It happened.
Yeah.
Happened to Pochettino. Now Maresca says he has walked away. They are trying to blame Maresca for having chats with City. Come on, that was you.
They said it's in his contract that if he dares talk to any, not dares, but if he speaks to any other club, the club's hierarchy should be informed.
No problem, but you gave him the room to do that.
Yes, and he did that.
You gave him the room to do that. Let's not sit in Ghana and then tickle ourselves and laugh. Now, Maresca just wanted one player to come in to help with his defense. Now we hear peddling of lies that he did not turn up for the presser because he had tummy ache. It's a lie. It's an absolute lie.
Yeah. I've read
absolute lies. In as much as Chelsea is not the only team that sells players, let me ask you this question. Blue Co, I dare them to show us a balance sheet that indicates they have made profits since they took over the club and have been doing this. They are buying high asset players and then selling for profit. So far, no Blue Co owner can tell me that they have made a profit from this their model that they want to do. And also, I know a lot of people would not be able to remember this, but cast your mind back to why the League Air is the League Air today. It is because of companies like Clear Lake, who are venture capitalists. So they buy teams with the sole purpose of making a profit. Now, Chelsea fans are used to winning stuff. The ownership now believes in a project. You tell how many people support teams that you constantly have the sporting directors who are two. One row for two people. Who is who? We don't know with that particular one. Aside that, you constantly have the upper echelons of the club just barging into the dressing room each and every time after a game.
That's what we do at the Ebusian Dwarfs. My operations director, myself, together with other executives, we get into the dressing room if things are good. If things are not good, we are there.
Okay.
Well, I'm allowed to be there, to some extent, because I'm allowed to in certain zones at a point.
Okay.
But it happens in Ghana too.
No problem. But here lies the situation where the coach wants autonomy of his players. Now, the second part, another part to all this is... Before
you get into the other part, let me, by way of update, in 36 minutes, let's our guys know, people are not happy when I stop you, but Brentford 1, Everton 0, Newcastle 0, Crystal Palace 0, Spurs 1, Sunderland 0. Kudos... We have to wait for the medics to confirm what's happening. But he's got an injury, so he's off. He's out of the game. 39 minutes. Kudos has been subbed. Fulham 1, Liverpool 0. Later, 5:30, Manchester City, Chelsea. The issue we'll discuss on Chelsea, we'll try and blend it. When Sadi finishes his discussion, I only find out. So would Chelsea win against City? And that's it. So you're building a point, and I want you to...
Now, quick update from the Crystal Palace game as well. Lemar has gone off for concussion, and he has been replaced. Okay. Now, just quickly on... to wrap it up.
Wrap up for me.
Chelsea's...
You have some messages here.
Chelsea's problem now too is they've created a lot of autonomy for
the
various...
medical department?
Not only medical departments. Various departments. For instance... No one knows exactly what the role of their two sporting directors are. Who is who and who is doing what? Nobody knows. Number two, the medical department's voice now supersedes that of the technical department, which for me I've never seen in any club. Because once a player walks to me and tells me that, okay, I feel like playing, then the medical team tells me that no, I cannot play him. How does that build a connection between myself and more of the team where I am supposed to believe in the player? Chelsea's problem is very simple. Their ownership. And I want people to understand that. Don't be shocked that instead of Toboli finding investors to completely take over the club, Toboli leaves Chelsea. Don't be shocked, because it is.
If he gives out his 12.8% shares and leave the club,
because now his face is the one that's being rubbished all around.
Fair point.
He doesn't get that with the Lakers. He doesn't get that with the LA Dodgers. So why should he continue this with Chelsea? It's a very nice experiment. It did not work here. There are clubs available for sale in Europe. You can go start somewhere else.
Let's pick some few messages. I'll come to you, Kobna. Sweet Kwame says he knows Chelsea more than Chelsea fans. He adds a laughing emoji to it.
Yeah.
What's the background information about Chelsea's takeover really about?
Because that's what has gotten them here.
Is Chelsea the only club that sells players? No. I can answer for you, no. He says, I think Otum 4K says he understands Chelsea anyway. So let me switch to the messages on our WhatsApp console. Slimzy says, but Chelsea are smart though. They are using the trophies they somehow managed to win. Please don't do this, they won it. To hide the big crisis in their camp. Ah well, yeah. Galolo says, now diagnosing Chelsea's problem. I would say Chelsea's issue is they are buying players like pizza, but expecting a salad result. I don't know what you mean by that, but it says serious though, they need a solid midfield engine and killer instinct up front. Galolo, I don't know what you're analyzing, honestly speaking. A killer midfielder? Do you know Caicedo's amount, his price, his market value? Good afternoon, guys. KK from Kumasi. I agree with Sedi on a submission on Chelsea's problem. Good afternoon. I'm Hots Babs from Airport. We will make the match tough for City today with our under-21 manager, and promise you, me, we are winning at Etihad. Blue is the color, and the small boys are good. He says, I say, the gym had like vim, yeah. Felix from Nungwa says, at this point, I'm perfectly convinced Sedinam is a full Chelsea supporter. No two ways about that. Fair point.
No,
Fair
but
point.
No.
Your microphone is off. Your microphone is off. Someone just shared this thought. Your microphone is off. I feel we should give people the room to also, share their thought.
Offside.
Offside again?
Yeah, offside.
It's 2-0 Newcastle Crystal Palace, Fulham 1, Liverpool 0. It's Chelsea, first off, City's manager Pep in the presser describes Maresca as a very, very, very incredible manager. He's worked with him before. He knows the gentleman he describes. Would this push Pep Guardiola to give a special pep talk to beat Chelsea, looking at the records City has at the Etihad in the last about 8 games, meeting Chelsea without Maresca as the coach?
As I feel like that is what is going to happen for Pep, because he will check Chelsea's bench, and as the under-21 coach who is there, I always say as a team, sometimes when you check your bench,
you are a Chelsea fan.
The character.
You are a Chelsea fan. I sense a bit of disappointment in your voice. Is it?
Oh yeah, I'm very disappointed with how
events have panned out.
Yes, because Maresca is a very good manager. Let's take everything that Maresca was a bit stubborn in some of the games, and he wasn't listening to some of the games.
But people say Chelsea fans are strange because
we're calling.
Yeah.
No.
The dismissal of this coach.
So I understand them, because now when you go to the market,
when you're talking, he didn't talk. So I plead with you to.
When you go to the market, there is no coach right now, maybe apart from maybe Zinedine Zidane and other coaches, but Zidane is not going to be a Masa man.
You feel Chelsea is doing a Masa job?
Yes, that is what the owners are doing. If you don't get a coach that is able to just listen to you very well, they just feel like no, they just need to let you leave, or maybe they need to do some way for you to resign, or they have to both of you have to just part ways mutually, which is so bad from the team. Because first of all, you see, when Chelsea wanted a coach, they had a long list, which the likes of Nagelsmann, Enrique, and even people were even saying Enrique was close to joining Chelsea. But I'm sure because of this year's summer sign, how straight they were about they being part of transfers at Chelsea. Although for PSG, in a way, they are part, but at least he's also able to take decisions. Maybe when he says he wants a defender, they listen to what he has to do and what he has to say, and they just do it for him. They weren't able to get, and they had a championship coach by then. That was Maresca. Yes, because he won the championship with Leicester.
Fair point.
Yes, so they felt like, oh, okay, with Maresca, we'll be able to get him and just let him do what he's supposed to do. Now, fast forward, Maresca felt that in his first season, he has been able to win the Conference League. He has been able to win the Club World Cup. He felt like, oh, okay, I've been able to do so well, because most of the times, in most of the team's first season,
he knew the job he was coming into.
Oh yeah, he knew about it, but he felt like, as a coach or everyone in life, when you upgrade, you always feel like, oh, now maybe I deserve more, maybe a promotion or something in life.
Then you leave. If I feel I've upgraded at City FM, and I came here knowing certain nitty-gritties of this job. There were certain pointers. So if I feel I've grown and I can't respect the pointers which I agreed to initially, then the best way for me is to exit, isn't it? And allow the brand stay at that level. So when he was coming into Chelsea, he knew the status quo of Chelsea. He understood what Chelsea was going to do. And he decides to want to be what Chelsea don't want. The best way is, all of that tendency. I know, said he's built a point from somewhere. I want our concentration now to be on the boys. I know they are divided a little going into the City game. You feel it's a fuel to win against City at the Etihad?
It's going to be very difficult. First of all, you're not even playing home. You're playing at the Etihad Stadium, and that's a very difficult grounds for Chelsea. The last time Chelsea beat Manchester City was in 2021. That was the UCL final. Since then, Chelsea have played City in a lot of games, be it the FA Cup, Carabao, and they've still lost since 2021 till date. So this is a fixture that Chelsea is very difficult for Chelsea to win, and I just feel like if the players are going to be a bit confused for that one, is going to be very true, and they now have to work in the past maybe 3 to 4 days, know the system of the under 21 coach to be able to do things. But I'm asking myself, will some of the players really listen to the under 21 coach? Would they listen? I feel like some of them might, some might not. So it has to take the players on the pitch, the leadership of the players on the pitch, to help them. The likes of Rich James and other key players that is supposed to really help the team. But Chelsea are going to miss Caicedo. And that's a very big miss for Chelsea, because this is a player that is able to do things very well. So you ask yourself, which player is going to get the number 6 position, able to play very well? Because first of all, now you don't have a coach. Now you have an interim coach as under 21 coach. Your team is in crisis and not doing so well. And now one of your best players of the season, Caicedo, is no more. He's not in the squad in today's game. So it's going to be very difficult for Chelsea today.
What's your prediction?
City win.
Wow, this is for the first time on the show.
Oh yeah.
We predict against Chelsea.
City win.
By how many goal margin?
For now, I don't want to tell.
The last time, guys who are watching on YouTube, Mr. Kwakofi shares the head-to-head or form of the teams and all of that in that mix. And you check the previous meetings 56 times, and you see, Chelsea stands an advantage. But in the last about 3 or so games, as Manchester City have beaten Chelsea on a cent count. At least in the last 3 games, City have won twice and had a draw. It's a 1-1 draw, against Chelsea. So it's really going to, the game is really going to be super interesting. You ask me, but I want us to move from there. Let me do a bit of update from there, and I want your prediction, Sadi. What do you predict for that game?
Well, Chelsea playing body would like to put out a statement in support of.
You support the fans who are going to agitate.
I definitely support the fans who are going to agitate. Let me explain why.
Yes, please. I want us to close in 10 minutes.
Oh no! Just 30 seconds. Let me explain why. As a club, when you see your ownership is not going the way you want it, and you want to protest, everybody has a right to protest under the right circumstances, so they can definitely go ahead to do it. Now, I there was a text that I said, "What they now see I'm a full Chelsea fan." So just wait till issues concerning City comes up, then you know how much I know about City. Wait till that.
That nobody can question.
So one of these days, maybe I need to do the Ineos breakdown and literally even how Ineos was formed and where Ineos is now. And why they are even part of F1.
I don't want you to dwell on that. That's fair point. Fair point. I don't want you to dwell, much on that.
No, but I feel Chelsea will just try to play above and beyond themselves today. Depends on who gets the first goal. It might just end up a scoring draw. I wouldn't be surprised.
So, somebody sends me a message. Okay, and I'm the host for the show. And a person sends me a message. The person is in this house. Says, Masa, think about your Manchester United.
Oh.
Yeah. Anytime you get us, you want to finish us. Why? That's what he's saying. But, I mean, I'm just being honest.
Maybe I know who.
Okay, so... Pyrofix, he's a photographer in Cape Coast. He says he's listening to the show and he's enjoying it. So that's it. Let's talk about, let me do an update to talk about the AFCON just a little. Yeah, we'll talk about the AFCON and, we move. Okay. Sorry, forgive me. What the guys are sending me on the message in my personal box is interesting. Okay, so it's half time. Brentford 1, Everton 0. Newcastle United 0, Crystal Palace 0. Tottenham Spurs 1, Sunderland 0. Fulham 1. At 39 minutes, the game started a bit late, 15 minutes into time. Liverpool 0. Manchester City Chelsea is later at 5:30. In the La Liga, is Real Madrid who've taken the lead against Real Betis. Madrid 1, Betis 0. Garcia got the goal for Madrid. Deportivo Alaves will be playing on Real Oviedo at 5:30. Same time, Mallorca will be taking on Girona. Real Sociedad will play Atletico Madrid. Then in the Italian Serie A, it's 88 minutes into the Fiorentina and Cremonese game 0-0, and that's it for games which is currently happening. Let's talk about the African Cup of Nations for a second before we leave. Morocco, Tanzania. We did a bit of it on Panorama the other day. You have going to relax and visiting the football gods again. You feel something different would happen between Morocco and Tanzania? Sadi?
Tanzania. Even surprised how they made it to this point in
2 point.
And going by what we've seen from Tanzania in this AFCON, at least the the best I can say for them on that account is they might get a goal. Aside that, I can't assure their safety in this game. They will be beaten by Morocco. It's just straight to the point. No, because
in their last 5, they've had 2 draws, 3 losses.
Not even the 2 draws and 3 losses. You look at how they lose games in this tournament, and for me, it's worrying. Sure. Look at their game versus Nigeria. At a point in time, I felt that there was a little bit of upper hand, and then they just went to sleep. Don't get me wrong; they at least they know how to make their chances count in front of goal. But it's not all it's not all about scoring goals. It's also about keeping teams shut from scoring. But I don't see Tanzania being able to keep Morocco shut from scoring. Morocco would experience a much bigger task, but not in this round.
You have any words on that? I think once he says it in that manner, it finishes it. South Africa, Cameroon,
a very big one tonight, and South Africa will just have to take their time to win this game.
Sadi, right of Tanzania per their record. South Africa have done 4 wins, lost once. Cameroon have drawn twice, lost once, and won twice in their last 5. Is it saying anything in this game?
It's a very difficult one because you don't know the South African team that is going to show up. Hugo Bruce is a very good manager that is doing so well for South Africa, and we don't know which team is really going to show up. For Cameroon, I just feel like they are just going to work on their win against Mozambique. That was their last group game. It's really going to help them if they want to do something in that game against South Africa. It's a very big one that I feel like both teams need to just take their chances. That is South Africa and Cameroon. They need to take their chances and try to get the goal, because when you get the goal, you are able to relax to play very well. But the way the AFCON is going, I just feel like this game might go on extra time and perhaps penalties, and South Africa will just go through.
I feel you. I have same feeling as well. I've listened to South African fans who says they've booked their flight for the quarterfinals. So they have a feel that they're going to beat they'll beat Cameroon.
So when they win, they'll meet the winner of Morocco, Tanzania,
and believe they meet Morocco. In that order. So do you agree?
South Africa beating Morocco.
No, South Africa beating Cameroon.
South Africa beating Cameroon.
For me, this Cameroonian team needs to just meet one team that's really disciplined tactically, and I feel South Africa.
Am I fair to say you used all your energy on Chelsea? And
No.
Because the people say they are not hearing you now.
But for you, South Africa for me have flattered to deceive. Their last AFCON was way better. Their last AFCON showing was way better than this particular AFCON showing, and so far they've just managed to keep their heads above water to scale through to this particular part of the competition. For me, they should not be playing in this tie. For me, that South Africa-Egypt game needs to be revisited. Just like we get the PGMOL coming up with statements after games. CAF and their officiating body need to do same, because there has been horrendous officiating and really sketchy decisions from referees in this tournament thus far. The last one was yesterday's game between Mali and Tunisia. Lord have mercy. Sketchy and pretty outright funny decisions being meted out by the officials. But then again, since we will not be getting such from them, we urge them that as much as possible, they should keep the officiating clean, because if the officiating had been kept clean, in that, I just feel South Africa would have beaten Egypt. South Africa would have beaten Egypt.
Interesting.
It was because that penalty was never a penalty in my opinion. That penalty was never a penalty in my opinion. But hey, the referees again always tend to understand the game better than some of us who
it's strange because
who all read the same laws.
Yeah. But they say they do the practical test and all of that. So.
But going away from the South African Cameroon, it's strange how the Malians have also been able to qualify because they've played 4 games already. They've not won any of the 4 games, and they've just scored out of the 4 games. They've just scored 1 open goal. The rest of them penalties, and God being so good to them, they were able to just go through penalties against Tunisia. For the Tunisians are just like the Black Stars of Ghana.
They're not African version.
Yes. Oh, it's true. Like they always try to. They started because when they started the AFCON, they were able to beat Uganda by 3-0. That was a brilliant game. And since then, that was it. They just went off, and for the past 6 to 7 AFCONs, they've not been able to show up very well. Either they will be eliminated in the round of 16 or quarterfinals, and that's so bad from them. So Mali able to qualify and now meeting Senegal in the quarterfinals, which is going to be a very big one. The Senegalese need to really take that game very serious because the Malians are just they're a team that plays haram football. Yes, he plays haram football, so it's going to be very difficult for Senegal if they have to beat them.
Okay, you see how Mali is playing the tournament is how I wish at least Ghana could play a qualifier.
That's your show, the Republic of Football. You're from Sednam, Edmond, and Kobnamafo as well. Mr. Emmanuel Otu has been here with a lot of great technical assistance. And let me see if some people left their message late. I can do it. There we go. Okay, that's fine. Thank you all, the guys on YouTube, for sticking and staying with us up until this point and making the show an interesting one. We'll meet you, same time next week. We'll discuss a lot of football happening across the globe, and there's a lot more on City 97.3 FM and on Channel 1 TV as well. A lot of sports and content, up for you. Thank you very much for joining us once more. I am Bernard Bakery.